Hi Aquarius, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. Tonight we're going to take a look at the upcoming week of July 28th through August 3rd. We are in Leo season, and I'm going to tell y'all, while I was shuffling your cards, I was seeing a ton of like sun energy coming through for you. So you may have something being illuminated to you, some type of bright light going off. This could be in regards to something creative is what I'm picking up on already, but the yin energy with accept help is at the bottom of the deck. And then you have knowledge, drawing down the moon. Something about not running away is coming through very strongly. Something about not running away, not trying to hide. Not trying to hide. Oh, okay. Not being too prideful or stubborn to receive assistance, guidance, love, help from others. That's coming through. Ooh, the jealousy too. There's a spirit's trying to create a new beginning within you. I don't know this. Okay, so the new moon energy is at the bottom of the deck, and then the snake is here with shedding. I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm picking up on with this jealousy card. Anytime I see this jealousy card, it always has a different meaning depending on how it comes out. There's some type of massive transition that you're going through within. It's about tending to yourself, your own garden. That's coming through very strongly. With this newfound knowledge of who you are, there are others around you that will be jealous. There's some type of divine knowledge. I'm seeing like the third eye chakra here. There's some type of divine knowledge or information that you have that's creating a new beginning, but it's going to require that you remove the old self. And with that, you're going to have to allow spirit in to guide you, to direct you, to push you on the right path. You can't do this by yourself anymore. The stubborn energy, the energy of feeling like you can do it all by yourself, you don't need any help, you're fine, that I can do that all by myself energy is what I'm hearing. That's not going to work for you anymore. Because spirit is trying to create stability in you, and it has to do with your third eye chakra and the knowledge that you naturally have. There's something very intuitive. I'm hearing the muse, something very mystic about you, and spirit wants you to be able to operate in that, to use that knowledge, but to turn it into wisdom. There's something about not being immature with your gifts, not being immature with what spirit has blessed you with. This has to be new. If you want, I don't know what's happening upstairs, y'all. That is nuts. I'm sorry, that just totally distracted me. That's what that's a part of this message. You've been too distracted by outside influences and by others. That's prevented you from being able to truly operate in your authentic self. That's prevented you from being grounded and stable. It's also prevented you from being able to be financially successful in the way that you desire. This Queen of Pentacles is about what she desires, okay? Oftentimes people can look at the Queen of Pentacles as being like married, which clearly the King of Pentacles could be her spouse. But sometimes I'll see her as someone single because she could be like a single mom. But she's stable. She's grounded. She's able to produce and create. She can manage the home, work, family. She balances it all. As difficult or as heavy as the burden is, she's able to balance out her life. And there's a perspective that you've been stuck in. Nope. There's some type of knowledge, guys, that you've been holding on to. Reiki could be beneficial to you, because my Reiki practitioner just sent me a text message, and there was a shift. Something shifted. There has to be a shift in your perspective, a shift in how you align to the things that you have gifts in. Okay, so if you have spiritual gifts, Aquarius, which you probably do, especially with this Knight of Wands, if you have spiritual gifts, they have to be used with some type of nourish, like they need to be nourished, but then they need to be aligned with this Four of Cups energy here. This is like stuck, stagnant energy, boredom. It's the feeling of like, I don't have enough. I'm never enough. This isn't enough. I can't actually get what I desire. I can't do it. It's too hard. Look, you got the Five of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups, the Five of Cups. This is the Five of Swords. This is the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Hangman, the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, look, the Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. There's a lack of commitment. There's a lack of commitment, consistency, and diligence in your craft. The craft is unstable. Okay, this is for some reason about your gifts this week. Okay, there's something about the way that knowledge and information is processed. They're showing me like a neurodivergent individual, someone on the spectrum. There's something in regards to the way that you process the information regarding your gifts, which has kept you stuck and stagnant. I think some of it has to do with outside influences. It has to do with confusion around like where to go, which option do I choose? And if I choose that option, is it going to be boring for me? Because in the past I've tried that and it doesn't actually work out. You're talking yourself out of using your gifts, and you're keeping yourself stuck in this imprisoned mindset with the Hangman and the Eight of Swords for sure. You're keeping yourself stuck, and you're stuck because of the Two of Swords. Your desire to block out what you don't understand. Also your desire to block out what you don't want to sort through. This has something to do with your emotions too. I hope this is making sense because it's a lot of information that's coming through. It has something to do with your emotions as well, and the immature way that you may handle your emotions. And I love you guys. I tell you guys all the time, but I have to tell you exactly what Spirit's showing me. With the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups, that's handling emotions irrationally. That's looking at them and stepping away. Like, I saw you. That hurt. Bye. It's not allowing yourself to sit with them. What really needs to take place here is the Hangman needs to be sitting with that Five or that Seven of Cups energy, because when you can sit in that Hangman status of being uncomfortable with the various emotions that you're feeling, but allow them to be what they are, right? The larger ones, give them a little more nurturing. Accept the help that's being offered to you by others in regards to how to deal with these emotions, right? That's where that Reiki came into play too. I'm going to put that back. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, there's the people that you are being influenced by are keeping you stuck. They're probably not beneficial for you. The people that, it's almost like the people that matter most to you probably shouldn't, is how Spirit is showing this to me. Okay, it's almost like you feel like they're very familial and comfortable. You feel like you have a good time with them, but they kind of keep you stuck in the past. Like it's like they almost tolerate or allow you to be unstable. And it's something about that being for their benefit that's coming through very strongly. In order to overcome this, you have to go into this dark cave. Okay, Aquarius? You're going to have to walk into that dark cave. You're going to have to leave the stagnant, stalemate, blockage energy, like the blocked energy of the Two of Swords. You're going to have to leave that behind and move forward. Now, when you walk away from that Two of Swords, you're going to feel those Three Swords. When you move away from the Two of Swords, you go to the Three of Swords. You're going to have to feel that pain. And what you're going to have to do is sit with that pain. Sit with the energy of the pain of the past. Be uncomfortable with it. Weigh the options, the pros and the cons of being in that energy. What were the benefits of you feeling abandoned? What were the benefits of you feeling sadness? What were the benefits of you feeling grief? Like, what were the benefits of those experiences, rather than just kind of looking at them and walking away with this Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups energy? Allow yourself to feel the grief, the sorrow, the regret, the sadness, the pain. Allow yourself to feel this Four of Cups, Five of Cups energy that makes you feel undeserving, unworthy, and not good enough. For some of you who this is about your gifts and not about another person in particular, you feel some type of grief and sadness in regards to your gifts, maybe because you don't know what they are, maybe because you don't know how to use the ones that you have, maybe because you feel hopeless and like you don't really have an opportunity to shine and present yourself to the world. But this is all being affected by your third eye chakra, which is your intuition and your wisdom, trusting that. That's coming through very strongly. So if you want to be able to get out of this Five of Swords energy of having conflict within your mind constantly, where you feel like you are just unsteady in your thoughts, this is like not having like any clarity in your mind. So, okay, I'm being advised to tell you guys about Mooji, M-O-O-J-I, M-O-O-J-I. I call him Mooji, y'all, but y'all know black people be saying whatever. But I call him Mooji. He's like a master meditator, and he'll teach you how to meditate. There's a meditation specifically that Spirit was just showing me, and it talks about like having a clear mind, how to empty your thoughts. And what he talks about is taking your thoughts. During meditation, you know, you can think about things all the time. We think constantly are thinking, right? When you feel like your mind runs rampant with this Five of Swords energy, take those thoughts and move them into a container. Don't allow them to sit in you. So like view yourself, visualize yourself taking your thoughts and moving them into a container. So all of these negative thoughts, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords, all of the emotions around having to leave instability behind, leaving things and situations behind because they were too heavy for you. Leaving the emotions behind because they're too heavy, but you've been so attached to them that this feels uncomfortable for you. In order for you to be able to do that, you have to take those emotions and move them into a container, put them in a place. Now, this requires diligence with the Eight of Pentacles and confidence. And it also requires you to make a decision. There's a falling in love with yourself that needs to take place here. I always see this as like the Gemini twins. It's the Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands. The Two of Cups always reminds me of the Gemini energy of duality, but duality with the self, being able to see yourself through the lens that God sees you in. And that's coming through very strongly. There are some rooted emotions within you that have not been handled with care. It's almost like you've tried to plant a seed to overcome them, but then you walk away from the seed without watering it, without nourishing it. There's no stability or fertile ground for those seeds to be planted in to where they can actually thrive. And that's because there's instability within you. You notice the Queen of Wands is on top of the Hangman and the Eight of Swords. I didn't do that on purpose, guys. The cards just fall where they fall. There's a lack of confidence in your own abilities, in your own creativity, in yourself. So there's a need to align yourself, to make a decision that you're going to have some stick-to-itedness with this Eight of Pentacles to uproot everything in you that has kept you stuck, stagnant, and prevented you from being able to move forward. And then with that comes confidence in who you are, in your abilities, and in what you have to offer the world. You're going to come back into alignment with your true self, This is coming home. This is what Cancer season was all about, is bringing you back home. With the new moon energy here at the bottom of the deck, this is about creating new beginnings. New moons are about beginnings. So you're going to create a new version of you that is confident, not sitting in like evil eye of yourself, right? Not looking at yourself with an evil eye, but seeing yourself as strong, grounded, sturdy, stable, confident, capable, deserving, and willing to put in the work until you get everything that you desire. Whew. We've had some really intense readings during this week, guys. It's a powerful, powerful week. Just stick with it. Do not quit. Do not quit. You got this. Stick to it, Aquarius. If you're still here, drop a comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is your reading. It was beautiful. This stuff can be enduring and challenging, but on the other end of it is beauty. When you fall in love with you, when you see the beauty of who you are through the lens of God, through the lens of spirit, and not through your own lens, you will be amazed at how powerful and how beautiful you truly are. I hope this is your reading again. I'll talk too much. Have a great week. I'll see you next. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.